Long before maps named the islands, before foreign flags touched its shores, there were already people living under the sun and stars of what we now call the Philippines. They came when the seas were lower and the world was quieter. The first people arrived tens of thousands of years ago. They moved through forests and mountains, light on their feet, following animals and seasons. Today we call them the Ida, Ati, and Acta. They knew the land like a living friend. They spoke to the spirits of trees and rivers. They were the first Filipinos, and the land knew their names. Thousands of years later, new people arrived not on foot, but by boat. They came from the north, from islands beyond the horizon. They brought rice seeds, woven cloth, polished stone tools, and words that would one day become Tagalog, Bisaya, Ilocano, and more. These were the Austronesians' master sailors. They built balangay boats and read the stars. Wherever rivers met the sea, they settled. They became farmers, fishers, potters, and traders. And slowly, they became the heart of the Filipino people. Their villages were called barangays, led by a datu, not a king but a guide. Warriors stood ready to defend the village. Farmers worked the fields. Fisherfolk followed the tides. No one stood alone. When disputes arose, elders spoke. When danger came, warriors rode out together. Community was survival. The world was alive to them. Spirits lived in mountains, forests, and waves. Ancestors watched over the living. The Babaylan, often women, stood between worlds, healers, priests, keepers of memory. They sang, danced, and called upon the unseen to protect the people. As time passed, villages grew into kingdoms. In Tondo and Manila, rulers traded gold and diplomacy. In Cebu, Raja Humabon welcomed traders from afar. In Butuan, golden boats sailed the seas. In Sulu and Maguindanao, Islam took root, shaping powerful sultanates. Chinese merchants arrived with silk and porcelain. Indian ideas crossed the seas. Arab traders brought new faiths and laws. The islands were never isolated, they were connected. Filipinos wrote their stories on bamboo and leaves using baybayin. They carved poems, agreements, and names proof that memory mattered. They sang epics. They told stories of heroes and spirits. History lived in voices as much as ink. By the time foreign ships appeared on the horizon in 1521, these islands were already alive with culture. Filipinos had leaders and laws, trade and diplomacy, faith and philosophy, language and writing. They were not waiting to be discovered. They were already a people. And this was the Philippines before Spain,